And we are live. Hi, everybody. This is Dana with Boutique NYC. Thank you all so much for joining this evening. We are very, very excited because we have a really special event for you all tonight. We are doing one of our first collaborative events with two of our very special brands that we work with at Boutique, which are Dome Beauty and LiftLab Skincare. So buckle in because we have a lot of great things that we're going to go over this evening. We're going to be talking about some viral beauty hacks with both skincare and makeup with some really highly qualified, awesome professionals and women beauty entrepreneurs, which we are celebrating all month long, of course. So I'm going to give a quick intro to our presenters, which is Geneva Fong. I'm going to go ahead and pop her in here.
Hi.
Here's Geneva, and Geneva is from Dome Beauty. So her career began with an internship with Sonia Kashuk, actually, which a lot of you may be familiar with. I know I am.
She's like the brush queen.
Yep. The brush queen. My first brushes that I bought were actually from her, so that's funny. She's a makeup artist for 7 years who's worked backstage at New York Fashion Week. She's done lots of celebrity makeup like Brooke Shields, Nikki Hilton, and Aquafina, which I'm obsessed with. Her work has been published in 5 different countries. She's had a billboard in Times Square, and she's got a lot of amazing credentials, and she's a really talented makeup artist and, businesswoman who's here to share some really awesome tips with you. And then, of course, let's welcome Sarah Pajaro, who we all know and love. Sarah is from LiftLab Skincare. She has been a licensed skin therapist for 15 years, who has dedicated her practice to helping others feel comfortable in their own skin. You guys may recognize Sarah. We've done several events with her previously with LiftLab, which you guys have loved, and thank you so much for your great feedback on those events. Sarah believes in using real ingredients that deliver real results, and if you're familiar with LiftLab, you know that is true. She used to work at Dermalogica before joining the indie movement and joining LiftLab Skincare. She's an esthetician who has supported people in their skincare goals all over the US, and she's now with LiftLab Skincare and helping them grow, become a national brand, and even helping out with some of their formulations. So I'm gonna stop talking and gabbing, and thank you all for tuning in. Please leave your questions for Geneva and Sarah in the comments, and we have a special discount that I will mention a little later on, but I'm gonna pass the mic over to Geneva and Sarah to share some awesome viral beauty hacks with you all. So I will see you all at the end, and I'm gonna pass it over to Geneva and Sarah.
Thanks, Dana.
Thank you. Lovely introductions. I'm Geneva, I'm the makeup artist, and today we're just gonna go, so I love TikTok. I downloaded it as a joke last summer, but then I also do some marketing and social media marketing. So I've been looking at it like kind of to see what we could do, like even for Dome, and then there's some really good content on there. Like I've learned so much, and a lot of those things come from like beauty hacks. Like we all know about like using like an orange lipstick for your under eye to like cover up dark circles, but there's other things on there too. And some of these trends come from like my own community of makeup artists. Yeah, and like they incorporate like both makeup products and skincare too. So yeah, Sarah's kind of along for the ride, but yeah, so we both come like pretty barefaced. I just have like some eyebrow stuff in, and then I did just a little tiny bit of mascara, but one of them involves like a mascara hack. So we're gonna get into that. So the first one involves the LifLab eye cream. So for the past couple days here, I've been using this. Like Sarah sent us everything, and it's so good. Like this stuff alone, it'll revitalize your skin. But yeah, Sarah's being Vanna White right now. So the main thing that you do for this is just like pretty simple, so I heard this from another makeup artist. You kind of just take, because like the area around here is like pretty thin and delicate, and eye creams are formulated for that area. So you just like take a tiny bit of it. Like I'm just using a Q-tip, and I put it on earlier, just like a tiny bit. And I don't know, it stayed on for like the past 2 hours. I just reapplied some, and it feels nice. there's like this slight tingly feeling. And I find like, obviously, like don't put it on like broken skin or anything like that. But I find it works, and like we're just gonna like come back to this at the end of the video to see how well it works. But so far it's been pretty good.
Geneva,
Okay.
can I share a little tidbit about the eye cream?
Yeah.
So we actually have a lot of clients who like to also use it around the contour.
The vermilion? Oh, okay.
The vermilion. Yeah, absolutely. So right around, because with the chronic talking and facial expressions, we start to see some breakdown in collagen and elastin. Our Lift and Firm addresses strengthening the skin. So it works at a cellular level. And we've actually heard beautiful anecdotal results around the lips. So not only over, but right around them. And it's not going to be something that is comedogenic or pore clogging. So you don't have to worry about having issues around the lips. And then, of course, for the eyes, it's originally formulated for the eyes. So it works there too. But yeah, it's okay if you go on the outside or around the lips.
Nice. Okay. So we're going to go into, okay, I just downloaded a bunch of TikToks. You can ask your kids what they mean. So there's one that was interesting, and like there's
watch. Change your whole routine and try this instead.
Like
moisturize first. Then after moisturizing, take some translucent powder. I usually use the Fit Me one, and I just lightly dab it all over my face. Not too much. Then take some setting spray. It could be any setting spray. I usually use.
There's like a lot of steps, so we're just gonna start with the first one. I think she said like to put on moisturizer, so I'm just gonna use, this is like the day cream. The Lift and Moisturize Daily Cream, yeah. So she said to first use this. And Sarah says I've been using it as like a primer. I just took off my makeup from earlier. Is there a certain way that you like to apply it, Sarah? Or
there
like,
is. So are you going in between your fingertips, which is perfect. You don't want to use the palm of your hand because we don't use that on our face. So don't waste the product. Then I like to distribute it on the face, because then you have it enough places to be able to apply it without pulling it from a certain place. And then I always recommend working out. If you split the face down the center and you work towards the ears, that stimulates lymph flow or drainage, and it can help to depuff. And then it also invites nutrients back to the cells to help with it, healthy cell turnover.
Yeah, because sometimes I see like some makeup artists, like it's almost like violent where they go in, and then even like the gua sha type of techniques. What do you think about those?
Well, so that is a massage technique. So when you're following a massage, you're working past the surface of the skin. When you are applying a moisturizer, you are applying it to the surface. Then if there are peptides like in Lift and Moisturize or active ingredients that are designed to work deeper in the skin, they will go to where they're supposed to. So always think about what is our purpose. What are we applying? And then how should we apply it? So if you're following gua sha, you're going to do certain movements. It's very specific. And in certain directions, and that does use the muscle. You are working at a muscular level, so that's past the surface of the skin. So you always have to just go back to what is my purpose and set your intent.
Nice. Okay, so
routine and try this instead. Moisturize first. Then after moisturizing, take some translucent powder. I usually use the Fit Me one.
Okay, so we're gonna just use this translucent powder.
Not too much.
She said not to put too much on it, so I'm gonna heed her warning. This is just from one of our like samples. And this is like the dome powder brush, and you just like powder your face. I get really oily like on the T-zone and then the tops of my cheeks. So we're gonna probably pay more attention to that. Oh yeah, and there's like a story behind this brush too, because it's dome shaped to fit the contours of your face, but it's like, I love having like a clean big brush like this because it's so good for like taking off excess. And for like, it just makes my whole life easier. And it's always nice to have on hand. Like I have like 3 of these in my makeup kit just to make it easier. Okay.
That brush looks beautiful. Like it looks so
it's so like
comfortable.
it's like charcoal infused, and it's a synthetic brush because we're like cruelty free here at Dome. And it just feels so nice. Like it's like therapeutic just to like roll it around my face.
And take some setting spray. Could be any setting spray.
Okay, then now setting spray. Oops. Okay. I'm just using this. It's just the Urban Decay one. What do you think of setting sprays?
In terms of makeup, if you're happy with your makeup, then I always support my clients using their makeup. When they're having issues with their skin, then I say, okay, let's go through the ingredients in your skincare and the ingredients in your makeup. That is why I'm so drawn to Dome, because you have skin healthy ingredients. And I've actually noticed a difference with my skin applying Dome cosmetics opposed to applying other makeup from other brands, because I get a lot of sensitivity, and I have never experienced that with Dome products. So, you know, if it doesn't bother your skin, I'm all for it when it comes to makeup, because it should be fun. But, you know, when you feel good about the ingredients you're using, like the ones Dome uses, it's definitely a plus.
Nice.
After the setting spray, take a primer and then just put your.
We're only gonna do this video for because there's so many steps.
Then just put on your foundation.
Okay, so then the last 2 steps are just like primer and foundation. So I'm just gonna dab some primer on. And so far it doesn't feel like a whole lot of layers. Okay, then I'm just gonna do foundation.
Neva, how often would you recommend to wash your foundation brush?
I do them every week. I haven't worn makeup in a while, so I don't do it that often. But if you're doing, like, I know Mary washes them every day. I think that's probably better. Because I know a lot of, like, she's very sensitive. Oh, this actually feels really nice. It just like glides along the skin.
It looks like it's going on like super smooth.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes around like my drier bits, which is like around my nose and stuff. I'm using this because it's like, it's a bit better at detailing. Okay. That took a lot of steps, but I think it's worth it.
So is this to get your foundation to stay? Like, is it to give it staying power?
Yeah. It's really, I find it's really, because I mostly just do like, they're like, oh, be careful when you layer things because some things might not interact well with other products. But these are kind of like my tried and true type things. And yeah, it worked really nicely. And this is like a pretty light foundation. It's called Dolce & Gabbana Millennial Skin. And it's just, it's almost like a tinted moisturizer. But yeah. And we still have some glow in there, so that's nice. I like having a glow. Okay, so that actually worked out pretty well. So the next one is just like a full-on makeup one. And I'm just going to use the Dome mascara. So basically, like, you put on the mascara, and it's to make your eyelashes like stick up and just like add a crazy amount of volume. So first, she in the video, she put on her mascara. And this next part is weird. I don't know. I'm wearing contacts. I don't know how it's going to end up. But you take a blow dryer and then you aim it upward. The perils of beauty. Your face right now when I said that. Yeah, so I brought this.
Do you think you could do it with your eyes closed? Because it would still
Like the girl, she like had it in there and her eye was open.
Oh,
well,
okay.
like she was looking. I'm gonna mute myself because I'm gonna turn this on. So you're supposed to put it on the low, and then the cool setting. So I'm just gonna mute myself while I
Well, I can tell it's on because I see her hair move up. And I can actually see her eyelashes lifting up too. This might be like the best alternative to a curler.
Okay, we got some lift. I find like I could probably go a bit more, but like you can't really notice here because it's not picking up that much. But in my mirror, like these are like this, and whereas the other lashes are like it's like this.
I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see the difference.
I might try a little bit more for like 10 more seconds.
So she said that she's doing it with cool air on low. So that would probably be a little bit more gentle to the eyes compared to like heat. It's kind of a good trick. I like it. Oh, it's working. I can definitely see it from my end. It's totally working.
Okay, so that worked.
Cool.
Yeah, because like the traditional trick is just to like take your your like eyelash curler and to heat that up. I always find like I get scared about that too. But yeah, we're just gonna try it with regular eyeshadow or mascara on this.
Are your contacts okay after that?
Yeah, my contacts were surprisingly okay because it was like, yeah, it was like really, like I didn't feel it move at all. It kind of felt like when you go to the eye doctor when they puff that air in your eye, but like
Yeah.
that's scarier than what this was. Okay, and then, oh yeah, so back to this brush. This is the brush I was using for this. So it's one of our favorite brushes. It's this. It comes in a 3-pack, and I just love using it because it's really good at blending everything out. This is like the more grown-up version of it, using like with the charcoal hairs and everything. And then this is like our eyeshadow brush. So like the next hack is about like how to make your eyes look bigger. And try to pick one hack for like each thing. So we're gonna take a dome. I like using concealer as eyeshadow primer. So this is like a prototype of one of our concealers. So I just like applying it with just with an eyeshadow brush. We're not doing any complicated eyeshadow, so that's why I'm not using, like normally I would do eyeshadow and then mascara, but it's okay to do it this way. I just don't like to put any concealer on before I do this because sometimes I get fallout. But we're sticking to light shades.
Okay, so that's a really great tip for someone like me who is not great at makeup. So concealer as the primer on the eyelid, do the eye color, then go back in with the concealer underneath the eyes afterwards.
Yeah, because if anything falls under here, like I always have to like wipe it out or something.
Right.
Yeah, so we're actually working on it's gonna be like 92%, 96% natural concealer, and then a foundation that goes with it too. And they're gonna feel like really light and nice on your skin. Like it's been a fun project.
So is it premature to ask when we can get them?
Yes.
Sounds
I
great.
want to say a few months to a year.
Okay.
Because we're developing an entire line of them. So this is like our Dome English Rose. It's a blush, but you can actually use this as an eyeshadow. And the main thing to make your eyes look big is to keep the eyeshadow colors pretty light. So we're kind of concentrating the lighter shadows on the lid. Then I'm going to take this, which is like my favorite shade, Amber Legend. We're also reformulating this shade too. And I'm just going to put some here. And I'm going to blend it out with this blender brush.
Geneva, I've also used Tahitian Sunset.
Oh, that's a really good one.
I love it as eyeshadow.
Yeah, it's so good because it's so natural looking.
Yes, it's pretty.
Yeah, so, and then these are new. We don't have them out yet, but they're coming out very soon. It's our eye jewels. Little secret. It's a really cool, like, creamy kind of cool eyeshadow. It's reformulated from our current eye jewel formula. It actually lasts longer. It's a lot cleaner. The distribution, like the way that you apply it, it's so gorgeous. Like my friend, she's like, give me your first 2 batches of these because she like went through 1 batch already. It should be coming out next month. So I'm just gonna add these to the inner corner of my eyes just to add some luminescence. And like, they're really easy to blend and kind of made this formula like easy to use. Like you can use your fingers with this. You can use your like a little brush like this, which looks like a teeny tiny finger, but blends it out really nicely. So this is like the shade Platinum. And they're just like so smooth. This is like one of our best-selling shades, like from the old formula, because it has like this really nice like silvery, but there's still pigment there. And our eyeshadows and our eye jewels, they mix together really well. Because again, about the thing about layering, our stuff, like a lot of the formulas are inspired by other of our previous formulas, so they mix well together really well. And another thing, so this is from another blush, Moroccan Silk. And you can use this also as an eyeshadow. So I'm going to use the same brush and then put it, but add it more like above my crease.
Those colors are beautiful together.
Yeah, these are really, so we developed this formula for like darker skin tones, but like it's one of those universal shades. Like if you don't like having your blush like this, it has like a reddish kind of red tone, like it'll work for other things too. So, and even as a makeup artist, I've had to MacGyver so many things because like there's always going to be something like missing from my kit. Like one time I came to set and the model had really dry lips, so I went to the catering and I picked up some sugar and I mixed it with lip balm and I just like exfoliated her lips. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna add some eyeliner.
Geneva, are you using 2 separate eye brushes?
Yeah, so I'll show you side by side.
Okay.
Here. So one is like, this is the little one for more detailed stuff.
Okay.
this one. And then the larger one is to like blend things out a bit better. Yeah, and then normally I just put it here. This is another dome brush. It's meant for like, it's very messy because I use it all the time. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit underneath here. Some people are like, I'm not putting it in my waterline. I want to keep that waterline kind of bright. But if you put it down and then I add some, like, it doesn't work for all eye shapes too. Sometimes like I just put a bright white eyeliner at the waterline and then call it a day. But sometimes I like to put some, just to like add some sultriness to it. And then I add our mascara back into the lower lashes.
Is the waterline like actually on, like above the lashes or under the lashes?
It's above the lashes. It's that wet line.
Okay, got it.
Like,
thank you.
You get hairs lost there sometimes. Yeah, and then it just like kind of opens it up a bit more. I like to put other stuff in there too, but I'm just gonna start it there. And our last one, it's to make your lips look big. So we have gonna find, yeah, I'll just use this. So I'm gonna take another little brush again. And then you just like, this is using just the Moroccan silk. And put a line here, like underneath the bottom part of your lip. And it's kind of like not really to accentuate them, but to kind of change the shape. So, you know, like this brush and then, yeah, like this brush and this brush and then another little brush, the eye brush. They all come together in a set, but with like the white heads. And then you can also get the black charcoal hair ones separately too. Okay. And then like she added, it looks really weird. But once you like, start putting everything together, it makes more sense. And then I love, these are new lip glosses. They're not coming out for a little while, but I still like using them. I look crazy right now, but once it all blends together, it'll make sense.
So are you using a dry Q-tip to touch it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it kind of makes it look more big.
It's beautiful.
It's okay. I find this product, I kind of got overzealous on this side. So we're just gonna clean that up. But yeah, overall, I think those are all okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I sometimes like to clean it up with like a concealer brush. Yeah, and then our last one with the concealer is to put your concealer like here and here for like better lift, and then you kind of like blend it out that way. Yeah. And like, because before, like I was taught to do the triangle method, but this method, it keeps it more like bright on that side instead of like dragging it all down. And then we're just gonna top it off with like my favorite. You can use like the Tahitian Glow, the Tahitian Sunset, or the Georgian Glow one. I love using Georgian Glow's like really nice. Just gonna take my blender brushes again. And I know I didn't finish that concealer, but we're running out of time.
It's kind of nice though to see the before and after. That's kind of cool. Like that little step makes a difference.
Yeah, and we have like a giveaway coming next week that includes all the products that I touched on. The one that I did, it was like the highlighter. It's really good. I just like using it with my, yeah, and then those are so good. I use that cleanser every day. Yeah.
So our giveaway is like close to like a $450-$500 value. It's a really big giveaway. I'm super excited about it.
Yeah. We have these along with one of our eyeshadows, I think. And then, yeah, it's really exciting. That was a lot. We went through a bunch of things. I had a huge list of viral things, but yeah.
Thank you guys. I was just hopping back in here once you mentioned the giveaway because I want to let everyone know, like Geneva and Sarah said, we are doing a huge giveaway with Don't Do and LiftLab, which will have more details next week. We have another event with Geneva and Sarah next week, same day and time, where we're going to be talking more about the huge giveaway they're doing, including the products that Geneva talked about and the one Sarah is showing as well. So thank you both. We do have a few comments and questions that I'm happy to share and that hopefully you both can answer. So first, we just want to give some shout outs. Howard says hello. So hello, Howard. Thank you so much for joining. Shannon says hello. Thank you, Shannon. Hello to you too. And Alex, we love Alex. Hey, ladies. She says, hi, Alex. Thank you so much for joining. We have a question as well from Megan. She says, what's your fave beauty hack that you use in your own daily routine? So maybe Geneva, you can answer this one. And Sarah, if you also have a beauty hack that you use or skincare hack, whatever, what's your favorite beauty hack that you actually use in your daily routine?
Yeah, I like to mix a bunch of things. So I'll take a powder formula like the highlighter, I'll scrape some of it out, and then I can mix it with like a body oil or something and then turn that whole thing into like a body glow. It looks really good for photo shoots. With blush, I can turn like one of our blushes, I take the powder from that and I mix it up with like a cream, and then you get like an instant cream blush. I like mixing things.
Yeah, I haven't thought about doing cream blush, but I like adding like highlighter to my moisturizer or foundation for the glowy look, but I'm gonna have to try the blush one. So Sarah, do you have a beauty hack, or if you don't, wear makeup too often, skincare hack you want to share?
Sure. So I can talk to the Lift and Moisturize that is part of our giveaway and we use today. Lift and Moisturize has a beautiful blend of silicones that are food grade. So they're very high grade silicones and they are not comedogenic. So they will never clog your pores. Lift and Moisturize is actually suitable for normal, combo, even oily or acneic skin. So you will have a primer as well as a hydrator right in your moisturizer. If you ever find that primers are too much for your skin, you can prime the skin before your makeup with Lift and Moisturize.
Oh, that's a good one for sure. Yeah, I know, Sarah, you mentioned that in one of our previous events that it can be used kind of like a primer before makeup. So that's a great tip as well, and yours as well, Geneva. We have another question that I'm curious to know the answer, which is, Geneva, what is your favorite LiftLab product? And Sarah, what is your favorite Dome product?
Hard.
Yeah.
This is hard.
Okay. I'm really picky about eye creams. I'm one of those people, Sarah's gonna hate it. Like I rub my eyes a lot.
Same.
I know. But I love the eye cream. Like I'm really picky about them. Like I stopped using my old one and I use the LifLab one now exclusively. One thing is it's great as a night cream and it's also great underneath makeup, and that's really, really hard to do. And second favorite is probably the masks. They're so good.
They are. They are. Okay, I'm so glad, Geneva, you said two, because I can't do just one Dome product.
Yeah.
Number one, the highlighter. Can I please talk about the highlighter for a minute?
Good.
So this highlighter does not leave or accentuate the crepiness or dehydration on your skin. If you've ever used kind of that luminescence and you want to be just kind of stone faced because you don't want to accentuate any lines, okay, this hydrates the skin at the same time that it's giving you just that little, is it appropriate, Geneva, to say like a shimmer?
Like a glow.
A glow.
Like,
thank you. It's not a shimmer. It's not a disco ball.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I love about it. It is a glow. So it looks like just kind of fresh and dewy and healthy. Love. And then also your brushes. Like these brushes are bar none my favorite brushes I have ever used in makeup. I want every single brush that Dome makes. Love them.
So we spent like a year coming up with all the brushes. We went through so many different iterations, and I was like looking at the technical drawings. I was like, this needs to be 0.1 millimeters shorter. Like they were so annoyed with me. But like, I'm glad that you love them because we get a lot of good feedback on them. It won so many awards. And with our highlighter and everything, like there's active ingredients that kind of work well with your skin and your skincare. Just so it's just like we kind of see makeup as an extension of skincare too. They shouldn't compete is what like one of our philosophies is.
I love it. And it shows in your products, the dedication and time that you put into it for sure.
Thank you.
I agree, definitely. Especially with the brushes, definitely agree. And you can tell a lot of thought went into them because they're very unique. I've used lots of different brands of brushes, but I've never used anything quite like the Dome ones, especially the 3-piece eye brush set, which we have at Beauty that I've personally gotten to try. It's really unique to anything I've ever tried. So definitely agree. We have another question, which is, I guess, for Geneva. What's the best Dome Beauty product for beginners? So I guess if someone is not, too familiar with makeup, if you could recommend them 1 or 2 products from your line to start out with, what would you recommend?
Definitely our mascara, because everyone needs mascara.
Yep.
It's like, so we have like this philosophy of the formula, the packaging, and the brush. So like the packaging, we have like this really nice little insert here that wipes off enough product, and like this brush it's like really unique design, and our formula has olive oil derivatives in it, so it just like grabs every lash. It's really great, and like I'm one of those people that likes to layer it up, so I like to put multiple coats of mascara on, and it kind of gives you like that nice false eyelash look. So that, and I would say like our diamond shadows, like starting like with the one that I tried, the Amber Legend, like it's a really nice neutral tone. It's pretty foolproof, and like it's a nice like everyday look. We have like darker ones.
I think that you can all skin tones too.
Yeah, it works really nice because it has like this warmish, like neutralish kind of look to it.
Yeah, that one's the one you just swatched. That's really pretty, and I think definitely for beginners, it's something that's wearable. It's not going to be too crazy, but you can still tell you're wearing something. So definitely agree with that as well. Let's see here. We'll do one more question, which is, what was your favorite viral beauty hack of the night that you tried tonight? Which one would you say was your favorite, both Geneva and Sarah? And would you use any of these actually in your daily life?
Yeah, I really liked even though it was a lot of steps, I did like the skin one because as a makeup artist, like I'm always like questioning my methods. But that one's really nice, and I liked using so far the lip balm or so the eye cream as lip balm is really nice. Like I've run out of lip balm so many times, but I go through eye cream slower. So that and it feels really nice too, and it's not like overly glossy.
Mm-hmm. So I don't regularly use our eye cream as lip balm, and I think I'm gonna use it a little bit more because that was, like you said, like my lips just feel like every once in a while I do, but you know, not daily or weekly. And I think I might start just to get a little boost around the lips. And the concealer, like I really have a problem with putting eyeshadow on, even when I tap my brush off and getting like the little sprinkles underneath my eye. So I'm definitely going to do the concealer trick, like you said, here and here, and then blending them in.
Yeah, so another thing this is like something that I always do is I take like a tissue and then I put it underneath and then I do my eyeshadow on and I put my hand on that too.
Okay.
So I noticed like a lot of artists like who use a lot of charcoal, they put a paper towel on the art where to let their hand rest, and a similar thing you could do on your face. So you're not like getting excess shadow on it.
Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a good one. I've definitely done that with the tissue as well. And another one I do is, well, I sometimes if I'm doing like a smoky eye look or something, I will do my concealer afterwards. But if I don't do that, I'll put some powder under my eye, like loose powder, do the eyeshadow. So Sarah, like you said, that fallout will fall down, but then it falls on the powder. So then you just sweep the powder away, and it sweeps the fallout away. So that's my little trick that I like to use.
Thank you.
So yeah, that was the last question we'll go through because we are, tight on time. We've done a lot of really great beauty hacks tonight. But again, I will mention for everybody who's tuned in and who will watch this later on, the giveaway, again, that we're holding with Dome Beauty and LiftLab. We'll talk more about it next week in our second episode of this collab event. But it is a really big giveaway. I think it's over a $500 value with LiftLab products and Dome Beauty products, which is really awesome, you guys. This is a rare opportunity. These are some really awesome products. They're displaying them here for you, but a lot that Geneva and Sarah talked about, you can have the opportunity to win all of them. So stay tuned next week for that because there will be more information on that. But other than that, I will also mention that there is an exclusive discount for our viewers. If you aren't, fortunate to win the giveaway, there's also something for you as well. You can currently shop both Dome Beauty and LiftLab Skincare for 15% off at Boutique NYC, which is really awesome. Something that Dome and LiftLab wanted to do for you guys for joining. And I think that's pretty much all we have for you this evening. I want to say thank you to Geneva and Sarah, of course, for joining us. We're always very excited to have both of you, and we love both of these brands so much. And make sure you tune into our next event. We do have just a couple more things. Joanne says, wow, great giveaway, definitely. And Alex says, super giveaway, great diamond shadow. She was talking about when Geneva was talking about the shadow. So thank you, Alex. Thank you, Joanne. And thank you, Megan, for your comment and everyone who left questions. I won't keep rambling, but thank you to Geneva and Sarah. Please stay tuned for the giveaway next week and check out LiftLab Skincare and Dome Beauty at Boutique NYC. And we will see you guys next week. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Be well.
Bye.